guys, it's Shauna again. I'm here to talk to you about Kratom tea and the 4 very important things you should know about Kratom. The first thing is, it's not for everyone. I know I shouldn't have to actually say it, but I have to actually say it. It's not for everyone, so therefore, not everyone's gonna approve of it, not everyone's gonna react well to it. Just like people are sensitive to caffeine, caffeine's not for everyone. So it's important to know that there are some people that would greatly benefit from Kratom, and then there's others that, take it or leave it. Now I will say this, it's definitely not for people who have an addictive personality. Now things can be addictive. Anything under the sun can be abused. Now, if you have an addictive personality, you would tend to latch on to things that give a good benefit. For example, sugar is very addicting and people latch on to that. There's pleasure eating and stress eating, and that's an addiction. There's people addicted to energy drinks or 5 cups of coffee in the morning. That's an addiction. So an addiction doesn't have to be a drug or a substance that's bad or negative per se. It could be anything. There's people addicted to relationships. Jennifer Lopez. The list is endless. So I will say right off the bat, Kratom is no exception to the rule. There are people that can become addicted to Kratom. Number 2, Kratom can help with opioid addiction. Now, there's been study and research out there, so it is a fact that it can help with people who are addicted to opioids. That's painkillers like Percocets or Vicodin. Though it could be addicting for some, it can also be the key to get over an addiction of another form. So it's kind of ironic, but that is the case. Just like you can use caffeine, and they encourage caffeine for headaches. Right? Even though caffeine can cause headaches, it can even help migraines. That's just how complicated botanicals and nature can be. Third thing you should know, Kratom can help with anxiety and depression. It has been known to replace antidepressants for people who have tried Kratom. They've been able to not have to take Prozac or other forms of medication that's chemically made. They were able to benefit 100% with the assistance of a natural botanical, a natural supplement like Kratom, which is huge because if you're going to choose chemical versus nature, it's always better to choose nature. God always provides us what we need. Mother Nature always provides us whatever you want to believe. It's all out there. Now, I'm not saying it's all good, but even opium, it has a purpose and it's been used for really good reasons. But like I said, for the first thing, anything can become an addiction. Doesn't make that thing the problem, it makes the person the problem. So don't blame or make that thing the fault or put it at fault when it's actually the consumer at fault. Something to think about. The last thing I'll say is Kratom has been known to relieve pain. Now this is huge for people. Now people that have to take painkillers to begin with, when they find Kratom and it takes away their pain, then they don't have to take the risk of getting addicted to Percocets or Vicodin, which inevitably happen to people without even them doing it on purpose to themselves. There's been research after research about how Kratom has helped those that have suffered with chronic illnesses, strictly, a lot of it being with pain-related illnesses, has changed lives, veterans included, especially with arthritis and fibromyalgia and tendonitis. I have fibro and tendonitis. I've had a neck surgery and I have more in my near future. And it is a godsend when it comes to managing the chronic illnesses that I have. And it is a key thing in my day-to-day life. I'll share a meme that will go along with this video so you could share it, but it's really important to spread the knowledge and don't sugarcoat it. Don't act like Kratom's perfect and it's for everyone. It's not. It's not for everyone, and it can be abused, and there can be withdrawals. On a side note, if you take too much of it, you will naturally have some withdrawals, even some side effects. That doesn't mean that it's bad. You know, people still drink alcohol, people still smoke cigarettes, people still drink caffeine. There are side effects and withdrawals that come with stopping those things that you might have overdone and taken too much of. But compared to other kind of withdrawals and side effects, we human beings like to pick and choose which kind of side effects we're willing to put up with in exchange for the benefits of something. And we do that with anything. There's side effects that you might have for some antidepressants, but you willingly take that risk and put up with it for the benefit that kind of outweighs those side effects. Withdrawals can be pretty gnarly. Have you ever tried to withdraw from sugar or detox from sugar? I've done that, and I've detoxed from Kratom throughout my life. Detoxing from sugar was a hell of a lot more painful than the detox from Kratom. Caffeine, worse than Kratom withdrawals, bar none. So again, it's based on your personal preference and what you're willing to put up with and what your body can handle. I want to encourage you to truly understand these 4 things. It's not for everyone, and knowledge is very important. There are people who die from Tylenol, for God's sakes. Does that mean Tylenol is a dangerous drug? No. There's rare case scenarios, rare situations. That is the case with everything else.